Let me give you a quick tip on simple enclosures. What's an enclosure? Okay, what do I mean by that? You can take a note, let's say, you know, this note, this E, and instead of just playing the E, I can wrap it up in a fancy box and a fancy bow. So instead of just doing an E, I can go. I'm wrapping this note in an enclosure, and it's putting some notes before, around it, above it, beneath it. It creates a larger idea when it's actually just one note. Or if you wanted to play a chord, okay, if I want to do some enclosures, there's tons of them, but if I just did that simple idea, here's how you play it. I'm going to start with this E. Let's pretend we're doing it on this E. And we're going to put our second finger there. So fingering gets important on these, in this little enclosure. And we're just going to go half step up, back to the E, half step down to the D sharp, and then back to the E. So we're wrapping that E above and beyond. So all 5 notes of the enclosure would be. But I only pluck at one time, and the rest of it's hammer-ons and pull-offs. You can play the last E if you want to. So you can think of it almost like 3 or 4/16, and then you land on the 1 of the next bar. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, let's do it maybe on the C. Same fingering, second finger there, and I'm just going to go half step up, half step back. 2, 3. Hey, let's do it on the G. 2, 3. You can do it with any note that's in the key, but you also have to be aware of the notes that are active within the chord that's happening by. So if I'm in an A minor 7th, I'm in the key of C, so I could really play anything in the key of C, but the notes that are in the key of an A minor, A, C, E, and G, those are going to be the best ones to do a simple enclosure, because what you're doing is you're also emphasizing that note. So it's really hammering that one particular tone. So you want to make sure that tone is a chord tone. Now, another trick that you can do with them is if I spin out of it, then I just throw a note that's somewhere above where I landed. Okay, so here's if I'm in C, I do my little enclosure, and I'm just going to hit any note above it in the key of C. But we're going to put on a track to this song, Fly Me to the Moon, and I'm just going to play a few of those little enclosures on a couple of the chord tones. So it starts on an A minor, so I'm going to maybe do it, I'll just do that little enclosure on the key of C, on a C note over that A minor. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Just on all the, on the roots of the chords. Okay, now we'll keep that track going, and I'm just going to do it on various chord tones. It's just an idea. It's just a trick you can use. It's called an enclosure. You can just do that on any note within the key or in the chord, and you've got a great little thing to practice.